Look, at the outset, I'd like to remember Paddy Maloney, who sadly has passed away today at the age of 83. Paddy was a great ambassador for Ireland and for Irish music. Now, Leader, Chinese aggression towards the democratic island of Taiwan is intensifying and should be raising concerns that China will try to take over the island by force. We've already seen how Beijing uses heavy-handed approach to impose its authoritarian ways in Hong Kong. Ireland, as a member of the United Nations Security Council, must speak out against any and all aggression by China. As an act of solidarity, now might be a good time for the Irish Government to open an office in Taipei. In addition, Leader, we're several months, if not years, now talking about the fate of Richard O'Halloran, who's still in China, and it's simply not good enough that he would be detained there at this stage. Now, at the weekend, the Coast Guard Service, with its volunteers, together with the RNLI and the Search and Rescue Helicopter Service, formed the backbone of first responders for rescue at sea. This weekend, one of our Sunday newspapers carried the headline, "Coast Guard has to fix the toxic workplace." I was not surprised to see this headline, as for some time I've been getting reports of problems within the Coast Guard Service. Despite the fact that the Acting Director of the Coast Guard Service has rejected the claims that volunteers have been targeted or subjected to unfair disciplinary inquiries, the evidence suggests that he must be totally out of touch. As a result, the Irish Coast Guard is now in a crisis situation, and there is a complete breakdown of trust between volunteers and management. The volunteers have been forced to set up their own representative body now. They are so afraid of the way things are going. The Coast Guard members have been voicing their concerns following two separate incidents which shook the organisation. The Marine Casualty Investigation Board report into the death of Katrina Lucas in September 2016 off the coast of Clare after the inflatable boat she was in capsized during the search mission was critical of the safety management systems in place at the time. The long-awaited report of Rescue 116 in March 2017 with a loss of 4 crew will, I believe, be damning of the corporate governance of all organisations involved with search and rescue, and particularly damning of the oversight of the Irish Coast Guard. Equally damning is the fact that the officers in charge of a number of stations around the country have been forced to resign or have been dismissed. The officer in charge of Dunmore East was dismissed in 2019, despite having served over 20 years in the Coast Guard. The officer in charge of Youghal, County Cork, resigned after 10 years in his position in January 2019 because he claimed the poor treatment of volunteers. Complained about the poor treatment of volunteers in recent years. In his resignation letter, he wrote, "I feel I can no longer serve an organisation that values its volunteers so poorly." The officer in command of Killala Bay, County Mayo, resigned after 20 years. Now, if this is not a crisis, nothing is a crisis, and we need urgent action to bring this matter to heel. Finally, I'd just like, on behalf of those of us who visited the naval base in Cork last Friday, to thank the flag officer for his downright openness and honesty with respect to the crisis that is in the naval service, and that's something I'll bring up in coming days. Thank you very much indeed, Leader.